You have a lot of spirit!
Who are you? What do you want from me?
Over here! Ridiculous! Ridiculous! Who knew you were this dumb? Ridiculous!
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Well, you know. Oh, okay, well, yes, welcome. I know this is kind of a detour, but, like I mentioned in my, Mission 100 videos, Injustice 2 fucking frustrated me. So we're waiting for Invincible to drop so I can do the story mode for that. And then I might just do MKX just to get it over with and finish up our MK games. But I do have another announcement, and yeah, I'm not getting right into the moveset here. Because Xenoverse 3 is officially confirmed. As I am speaking, it is 2 days since the announcement of Xenoverse 3. That means, I'm probably still going to be doing Xenoverse 2 content. I will be covering Xenoverse 3 movesets and stuff to that effect, but, and I will go over this again when Xenoverse 3 comes out and it actually releases, if I'm still doing Xenoverse 2 movesets, or whatever moveset I'm doing. I'm sure I'll be done with the Xenoverse movesets, because we are getting its final DLC in the summer, so the character roster will be completed. Even though we are, nowhere done with the roster, and to be fair, I also, have Sparking Zero to also contend with, which is getting like 30 fucking plus characters, as we saw from the other trailer. I will not be covering any movesets in Xenoverse 3 until I have unlocked literally 100% of everything. Every character and every character preset. And depending on how long it takes me, of course there's going to be DLCs, so I'm going to be going back and forth on doing that shit too. But anyways, let's talk about Xenoverse, 2 for once, instead of just talking about, the up-and-coming 3, which won't be out for another year. Raditz. He's actually one of the better characters in this game, surprisingly enough. Raditz is fun to play. I will say, getting straight off the bat, his basic strings and his combo strings are all very good. They all scream Raditz. This is how I imagine Raditz to fight and every other game. And I think Xenoverse in particular really manages to show off what Raditz can do. Like, I really think Raditz here, his fighting style feels like it was ripped straight from the anime, because Raditz does a lot of kicks, he does a lot of those horse kicks, and stuff to that fact, this feels very much like a Raditz fighting style, and that is appreciated, because usually Raditz probably has, like, a very basic fighting style, because, you know, he's the first villain. Give him the basic stuff. Makes sense. I like here that they really didn't go for that, and, you know, went for a more Raditz style approach. His grab is the basic Saiyan grab, but again, expect some basic stuff here. He is the basic character, and this grab didn't really fit Vegeta, and this grab works for him. I think it is kind of meant to be a play on how he teleported behind Goku. That's how fast he is and how fast he can hit people. Meteor Blow, Chest Meteor Strike is not needed. Raditz has plenty of melee moves from older games and from the anime that you could have picked. Raditz has nothing here for his melee moves. Not the kick move he does to Piccolo and Goku, not his rush from Raging Blast 1 and 2, the one where he flies up and hits them. Or they don't even have his bitch slap tail move, which would have been an easy one-hit move to do and would have been fine for Raditz being a basic character. There's no need for Meteor Blow / Strike, as they are basically the same moves. If anything, if you were going to give him such a basic scale move, give him Meteor Combination, or give him Meteor Crash instead. That's fine. Double Sunday. This is basically Raditz's signature key wave. Like, if you were to ask somebody, name a attack that Raditz has, they're gonna say Double Sunday. It's a nice pink energy wave. It was purple in most games. So I don't really understand Xenoverse's whole thing about making Vegeta's Scouter pink, Frieza's Scouter pink, the Gallic Gun pink instead of the purple. I mean, they did eventually get a Super Gallic Gun and Nerf Splitting Gallic Gun, but that doesn't really matter. This color for Raditz should be purple. Not pink. Like, that's just the basic reality of it. So I don't personally understand that, personally speaking. Something, he does have Afterimage, which again works. You know, Raditz is very fast. That gets the point across, and he is able to easily dodge moves, so it works here. Weekend is actually, I think, a Xenoverse exclusive attack. It's a ultimate / super version of Double Sunday, so it's your very, again, this is a very typical, standard, basic thing. Oh, Kamehameha, Super Kamehameha, stuff like that. Like, most people will have the normal Kamehameha, and then they have the super one as their ult. It makes sense here. Weekend is just a super version of Double Sunday, and I do enjoy the name puns that they have going on, so very good. It's a preset. It's Raditz's first preset, so it's fairly basic. I do like that they at least tried with Raditz, though. Now, we have what is probably one of the better Raditz's presets here. This one actually, nearly has all of his moves that he actually uses. We have a couple of new ones, and I did look it up. Weekend is a Xenoverse exclusive attack. And actually, they gave Raditz a lot of his video game attacks, and I mean, to be frank, a lot of Raditz's attacks are actually named in the video games. Like, I think it's like, Monday, Monday Dynamite. For like, I think he has one for like literally all the days of the week. Raditz's things are just based on the days of the week and all this other shit. I think it's a really cool naming scheme, personally speaking. But we have Saturday Crash, which is actually a variant of his Saturday Crush move. This move, Saturday Crash, actually originated in Burst Limit. In Burst Limit, it's actually red. Raditz usually has purple, magenta, or red attacks. I'm very happy to see that he has it here. I do wish that it was red and it looked more like the like red sphere that he like throws at the opponent. But this is pretty cool too. I like that Universe brought it back. I've always have been saying Universe should be taking stuff from the other games and just to fill up presets and stuff. So I'm glad to see that here. I believe Shining Friday also comes from Burst Limit, if I remember correctly. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe Raditz either had the Vest move or he had his knee thrust attack. I don't remember which, but Shining Friday is a multi-tool attack. You can be right up next to them and have it hit them for damage, but Saturday Crash's main use is to absorb Ki Blasts. It can absorb Nova Blasts, super attacks, and I also believe it can absorb ultimates. I don't think it can absorb all ultimates, but it can absorb a majority of the Ki Blast ultimates in the game. Unlike Super 17's unlike Super 17's, you don't get to absorb, like, I don't think you get ki back from it. I believe you can also use this with no ki either, so it's pretty cool. I do think it's a little bit weird for Raditz to have a attack like this, considering that Raditz, like, doesn't do this at all, ever. It's not like Janemba where you can have, like, a portal open, or, like, when Broly or Cooler go through beams and the, movies, or any of the androids do it, or, it's a very weird move for Raditz to have. I'm not going to say no to more Raditz content, but I do think it's a bit weird for him to have it, and I think this could have gone well on another character. Vacation Delete is his ultimate. Once again, it's very basic. It's a ultimate / super attack version of Saturday Crash, and basically the ultimate version of Saturday Crush. It paralyzes them for longer. I do like it. I like that he fires a first blast, then throws the second one, and it does like the whole paralyzed thing. I like his stance. I think this is a very cool move, and it's one of my favorite attacks to look at. I think it's awesome. That being said, though, we clearly see him fire a first blast. That's literally just aesthetic. That doesn't do anything. And I never understood why. I always thought as a kid I was missing the attack, or it was glitched. It should not be this way. If this first attack hits, it should do another stun long enough for the second attack version to hit. I don't understand why that is not part of it. Hopefully in Universe 3, they decide to fix that.
No more games! I'm coming for you!
And here we are with Raditz's, well, it's not his third preset. It's not his third final preset, but it was at a time. Raditz actually has 5 presets if you, his Festival and his Custom Mentor one. Well, we'll be going over only the first 4. This one is the weakest one out of them all. I believe this one is literally a parallel quest one, so it's one of those ones. It has basically all the standard Raditz attacks and shit, so it's not bad, but, could be better.
Ridiculous!
Yep, Raditz only gets one festival move. The festival moves are very much hit or miss things, to begin with. And Raditz has one of the worst super attack ones. Raditz's thing is literally just a teleport. It's a double teleport into a blast into his kick, which could have been cool. Like, this would be really cool to see in like Southern Expression Zero, where it's more cinematic. But this kind of sucks. I've never been a big fan of the festival moves just being, oh, super attack, but what if there's a combo? When they, could have brought back any other move from Raditz, like his blast that he does in Raging Blast 2 with the lightning around it, his ult from Raging Blast 2, his rush from Raging Blast 2, give him one of his melee attacks. Could have done anything, but you decided to do this? Overall, I would say Raditz is a B-tier character. He's not bad, and most of his moves are really good. Double Sunday definitely is the highlight here. I really like Double Sunday. And everything about Raditz here makes sense except for Shining Friday. Everything else is really Raditz coded, and it's very much appreciated when he's usually the basic, like, he's one of the basic characters. He's a basic character. But I like that Xenoverse was able to do something with him, and they were able to essentially make a pretty unique character, in my opinion, at least for a PS3 base game, because, you know, Raditz is literally from the PS3 era. And unlike some other characters of his, he did not receive an upgrade.